Okay, we're ready to begin 1.2, order of operations. In this case, I'd like you to do numbers 1 through 29, odd, and I'll do a couple of the evens. Again, this should be mostly review, but it's good practice, it's good vocabulary, and I'd like you to focus on how you're going to record your process. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. I think it's a little distracting. Notice I'm working in pencil. I think on that first video I did use pen because I thought it would show up better, but really you should work in pencil so that you can erase. Name, date, I'm into July now, and assignment 1.2. And again, this is about order of operations. You don't have to write that, but I'm going to put it up here. Order of ops, and many of us learn PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition and subtraction, and then work left to right. Some Europeans or Australians or Canadians use BEDMAS because they call parentheses brackets, exponents. Notice division and multiplication doesn't matter what order, and then addition and subtraction. So the first problem says name the operation that you would perform first. Whoops, that's a divided by. This is why I have an eraser, a pencil. So actually in this case it doesn't matter, right? So multiplication or division, same order of op. Doesn't matter. So 5 times 8 is 40, divided by 4 is 10. I could do 8 divided by 4 and get 2, and 5 times 2 is 10. That's why when you're multiplying fractions, you can cancel. If I had 10 over 3 times 6 over 5, I can do my division first, even in that case, and do 2 times 2 is 4. Otherwise, you could have done, 60 over 15, right, would be 4. So multiplication and division, same order of operations, doesn't matter. Let's do number 6 because that's a little more involved. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication. So parentheses first, because the exponent applies to everything in the parentheses. Okay, here we go with some more vocab. We're moving on to evaluate the expression. And again, we talked about how an expression just doesn't contain an equals. So if I'm going to evaluate this expression, 13, I'd work left to right because I have subtraction and addition. They're about the same order of operation, but you've got to work left to right. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And if you put that in your calculator, it should come out the same because your calculator does follow order of operations. How about this one? 12, 9 plus 3 times 4. In this case, we would need to do multiplication first. So 9 plus 12, and that would be 21. Notice I'm working vertically. And then just one more to remind you about exponents. 20 plus 3 squared. I have to do 3 squared. That's the only thing that's being squared. You wouldn't do 20 plus 3, get 23, and then square it. So it's 20 plus 9. And your answer is 29. In the next set, we're still evaluating expressions. In this case, 6x plus 3 when x equals 2. I'm using a semicolon to indicate when. And just go ahead and plug in. And multiplication comes first. And that answer is 14. Again, if you put equals 14, that's fine with me. So that's all that set is about, is evaluating means plugging in. And then 25 and 26 ask you about, was the expression evaluated correctly using order of operations? If not, find and correct the error. So you can go ahead and try that. The word problems. We'll do knitting. You are buying yarn for a knitting project. One skein of a basic color is $3.99 and one skein of a fashion color is $5.99. The total cost of 5 skeins of basic and 2 skeins of fashion is given by this expression. So they're actually giving it to you. It's not all that complicated. So yeah, of course I have to do the 5 times the $3.99 plus the 2 times the $5.99, multiply, and then add. If we were doing that in our head, so I have 5 times $3.99 plus 2 times $5.99, and this is 5 times 4 minus 2 cents, so it's $19.98. And this is 2 times 6, so it's 12 minus 2 cents. Minus 5 cents, right? Sorry, 99. So for each skein, I'm missing a penny. So 19.95. 2 times 6 is 12, but for each skein, I'm missing a penny. So that would be 11.98. And I have to do that by hand, vertically. 13, carry the 1. 19, carry the 1. 31.93. Total cost for yarn. Order of operations. Word problem. So you should have the answer in context.